What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today I went ahead and bought something that I think is going to help me quite a bit with this truck. So I think, as you all may know, that these trucks do not show a lot of dash information. And if you know, before I did come from a Ford, and it was a new one. And what I'll say about the Ford that was awesome is that they come with a ton of information on your dash, so you can monitor everything. Obviously your diesel exhaust fluid, but your engine braking, your boost, all of your temps. Right here, the only temp we can really view is our transmission temperature. It will give you just an aero gauge right there, obviously on your engine temp and your oil pressure, but that's it. So the really nice thing about the Fords was they allowed you to monitor everything. It told you pretty much your DPF filter was full. You could pretty much watch it if it was regenning. So that was really, really nice feature they had. The GMCs don't do that so well. So I went ahead and I ordered the Edge Insight. And again, this is a 2025, so I'm gonna get it hooked up. From what I understand, I'm not sure if it's capable of working yet, but let's get it hooked up and we'll see if it works. All right, guys, here it is. So I ordered this off Amazon and it came within 1 day, which is super nice. See here, it's the Edge, it's the CT3 and the Insight. So again, this isn't going to be any programming, nothing like that. It's just strictly a Insight monitoring system, but it pretty much allows you to monitor everything on the truck that can be relayed through the OBD2 port. Another really nice thing that this should be able to do is allow me to monitor what gear we're in. That's another thing that GMC doesn't seem to allow us to do. Again, on my Fords, I had, you know, obviously you're in drive, and then it would show you 1 through 10 on your gears. The GMCs don't do that. Now the difference, I guess, too, and not that it matters, but the GMCs, they shift sequentially. So they hit every gear on the way up and the way down, where the difference between Ford is Ford will skip shifting. So it would, you know, depending on if you're going, let's say down a hill, you're in 4th gear, it will skip right up to 7th, 8th, 9th, whatever it feels that's necessary. GMC is a little different. Not that it's bad or worse or right or wrong, but that's just how they do it. So curious to see how it works, you know, when you're towing, when you're under load, what gear it loves to be in, because with these ones you can't really see that. So let's get it going. All right, so inside we got a couple stickers. Looks like a full setup of instructions. Here's some more stickers. It's emissions exempt, again, because it doesn't touch your emissions or tuning or anything like that. And then just a customer service hotline if you have any problems. Safety, and then, which is nice, is a quick installation guide. So let's open the box itself. Here's the monitor. It's pretty nice. I also considered getting the Banks iDash system. However, just looking at it, and it was pretty small, everything like that, I think I liked the iDash quite a bit more. So, or excuse me, the Edge CT3 a little bit more, so that's what I went with. It is more money, probably by a couple $100, but yeah, so far, this is the one that I saw that I liked the most. Here is the window suction cup mount system. I don't like this so much. There is a system that will mount into your grab handle that I think I'll probably order, and I'll link that down below in the description as well, so you guys can get that, because it kind of puts it down out of the way, so it's not such an eyesore right in your field of view. But there's that. is your OBD2 to your USB connection and a couple zip ties. So that's what's included in the kit. Let's get the instructions and we'll get it going. Alright guys, so installing this is going to be pretty easy. All you're going to do is come down and find your OBD2 port, which is right there. And then what you can do is you can just take a trim tool or even a screwdriver if you want to, and you can pop this piece off on the side and run your cable up through here. For the moment, I'm not going to do that, only because I'm not 100% sure if this is going to work with the 2025 models yet. So for the moment, I'm just going to plug it in, kind of run the cable up and put it up there and see if we can get it going. Alright guys, so again, pretty simple. I just plugged it in. Right now the wire's just hanging out, and I suction cupped onto it. The truck's not even on, but it instantly powers up and it just, you know, goes through here. So cool. So once you're up here, you have your main screen, and again, this has a lot of cool features built into it. You can do like performance tests, which is like a 0 to 60 kind of thing. You have all your settings, you can read any diagnostic codes on there, etc. And then again, you can plug and play. It has an adapter down here in line with the cable that allows you to hook up, like if you have a pedal monster or anything like that, or I guess it would be an Edge device that would have to be comparable with this, but you can hook it up, or any of these EAS settings, anything like that. But for right now, I just want to see if my main use with this is gauges. So let's kind of see if we do that. We'll fire up the truck and see if it gives us anything. Okay, so I'm getting this error right here. Could not start logging a runtime file. Okay, so it cleared there all of a sudden, but let's go here to settings. I may have to do an update on this, so let me finish doing that and I can get back to you guys. Okay, so far not having any luck. I just called Edge Products, and what they told me was the official update hasn't come for the 2025s just yet. However, if I update it, there's a chance it may work. So they do supply you with just a USB cable here. I'm going to try that. I'm just going to try and update it real quick and go from there. So I'll hook it up to my Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi compatible, and then plug it back in, see if it works. He did tell me that the update should be coming in the next few weeks, hopefully this month, but at the latest January. So keep you guys posted. Okay, so I got the updates going. It does have to be plugged into the OBD2 port, it seems like, so I'm using the hotspot off my phone. I tried to use the USB cable that it came with, but it pretty much just automatically puts it in demo mode. And when you're in demo mode, it doesn't allow you to do anything with Wi-Fi or updates, etc. So I'll let this update and see how it goes when we're all done. Okay, I got this thing updated, so let's see if it will work. Alright guys, so after the update, I got a little further, so let's see if this works. So we're going to continue. It kind of just gives you a little tutorial of kind of how to get through this thing. Keep this. Okay, so it's actually working. Which is pretty awesome. So yeah, so all you got to do to get this thing going, now I haven't gone through it yet to see if what other gauges are available, but so far we have our like park, our engine speed, our load percentage, boost, which is showing, and yeah, so far that's everything's working as it should. So let me mess with this thing a little bit and I'll get it set up and get back to you guys. So pretty stoked so far. All right guys, so I did get this going and it seems to be working just fine for the 2025s, which is cool. So pretty much just kind of going through here and seeing exactly kind of what I want on this. But so I got boost right there in the center. Here's my trans temp. Here I'll change, if you just double tap on it, you could change whatever you want, which is cool. So I'm gonna put engine oil temp. So let's see if it will register. I'm not sure yet. That may be required for the update. I'm not 100% sure. So let's see. Yep, that reads there, which is super cool. Change this one to engine temp. So this is awesome. We can pretty much see whatever we want. Let's see, trans fluid temp. Okay, but yeah, so awesome. So everything that I want to do is pretty much up here and ready to go. So I'll get this thing mounted, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll do a little video as we're driving. I'll put I'm gonna put my DPF status on there, etc. So that will be all good to go. All right guys, so I got her up and working. I pretty much put everything that I think I want to monitor on here. So I have engine oil pressure, engine oil temp, trans temp. I'll probably put my engine temp on there, but it gives me boost, gear select, exhaust gas temps, my DPF status, and RPMs, which I can probably change that one out too. But yeah, so far I'm very happy to have this, and it's working pretty easy. The startup, everything took me about 30 minutes just to kind of get it all edited, everything like that. But yeah, pretty cool. So I'll be really curious. Oh, that's pretty cool. There's a little lock sign, I don't know if you guys can see on there, that comes up when it looks like your torque converter locks up. So that's actually really cool to see. But let's give it a ride and see how it goes. Alright guys, so I got this all in. The only thing I can say I don't love is just the mount for it, the suction cup mount. So what I'm going to do is I'll attach the video of the guy who makes the mount, and that pretty much goes right in here to your grab handle, but it relocates the monitor kind of down here out of the way, which I like way more. To me, this just, it's right in your field of vision, and I don't know, it's just not for me. So I'm going to order that mount. I'll link it in the description below, and then at the end of this video I'll copy his video on here, that way you can see how easy the install is. But yeah, everything, once I got it updated, it is working. So I know they don't offer this for the 2025s yet on their website. I just went ahead and bought it, and I got lucky that with the update it shows me everything at least that I want to see. So again, this is not a programmer. I don't plan to program this truck or anything like that, but for what I want to use it for and just monitoring my gauges, everything like that, it's all in here, and I'm extremely happy with it. Really easy to edit. You know, there's probably a ton of other features in here that I probably won't use, but you know, at least that, and being able to visualize codes that if they ever do come up, I'm hoping they don't. So yeah, anyway guys, I appreciate you watching. If you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, that would be great. Just trying to do everything I can to help you guys out, but I hope you enjoyed, and have a good day.
Edge CTS pillar mount for the 2024 GMC Sierras that you probably just purchased from me. So this is a pretty straightforward install. I just want to give a disclaimer real quick. This piece is not included with the mount. I have already had mine mounted from, you know, testing and whatnot, so that's why this piece is still on mine. But this piece you will need to take from your original Edge suction cup mount. So install is pretty straightforward. I'm going to set the mount aside real quick. You can use like a flathead screwdriver, whatever. I like a little pick. You just got to be careful not to push too hard because you'll deform your plastic piece here. So this pops off like that. Get that out of the way. You're going to get a 10 metric socket like this, a shallow one. You don't want a deep one. And I recommend a 1/4 inch drive. So that was actually pretty easy. Crack that. Get the factory bolt out of here. Okay, put that aside. And then you'll take your mount, the included bolt, which is right here. You'll also put the lock nut and the washer on the bolt that are included that you can see right here. Sorry, it's a little blurry, but you'll put that together. You'll put the bolt in the hole of the mount like so. You'll then take this, get this on the bolt, and then what you want to do is before you get the mount flush into its spot where it's supposed to go, you want to kind of let the mount free hang like this, but you want to get the bolt started with this free hanging. Once you get it started, you're going to tighten it by hand until you get it as far as you can possibly get it by hand, because you don't want to overdo it or stress the plastic or anything like that. This is printed out of ABS, so it's pretty durable, but still better to be safe than sorry. So tighten it as far as you can by hand. Once you can't tighten it anymore by hand, make sure it's sitting in the hole properly like that. Simply grab your ratchet, put it on tightening mode, and then you're just going to get this back on the bolt, turn it about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch. You'll feel it start to bind. Once it starts to bind up, you don't want to do too much. And notice how I didn't use the end of the ratchet, I used the middle. You don't need a ton of pressure on these for them to stay on. And once it's on, then you'll simply take your mount, put this on the piece that I showed you already ahead of time that you'll need to take off your suction cup mount, and then just pop the monitor on. And that's it. You're all done. Let me grab the phone real quick and show you. And yeah. Simple as that. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message, and thank you for your purchase.